taking on the New York Giants. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday Night Prime. Wilson going to come out throwing. Now he's going to step up and here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. 1 play into the ball game, an early turnover. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Hurts. He'll try to do it himself. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage.
He's got a man, complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. You talk about this Giant defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw here.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On the return, Jackson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Darius Trace Alexander brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And an Eagle first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Mechie from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
14. Giants 6.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then,
and he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson. That is caught. Well, the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose
lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Second and goal at the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And that will be caught out of the zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the gun, Bigsby.
He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the folks in here, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, putting working on the phones. Either that or try to money or to make it quicker.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got room at the 30.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one.
Throwing is Wilson.
He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. There's Wilson to throw. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And Wilson with it, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Wilson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now it's Wilson. He'll try and do this himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
In motion left is Wilson. Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So they were just dropping a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
That 18-yard line.
Wilson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Wilson. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Wilson will throw again.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And his drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Barkley inside handoff. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop. Short of the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant here to Smith.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
40-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wilson. This is caught.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And the Giants first down. 1st and goal.
Scannaboo is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. It'll go to Barkley again. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently,
You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Caught left side by Mechie.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
There's Wilson to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now second.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To throw again on second down, Wilson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun on third down, Wilson.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
Back to throw. Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's 3rd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And heavy tackle right on the 10, well short of the first down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one was over a long time ago.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Taking it about the 16. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown.
Full incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That is caught. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants first
Now
down.
Wilson changing the play.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Wilson.
34-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Slayton. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Wilson. And he's going to go down. Safe back at the 13-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wilson.
He'll try and do this himself.
And that is called. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point try good by Gano, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
2nd and 10.
One last shot for Wilson.